lights are out and you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Welcome, everybody, to the Icon Holiday Mixer. No, we're not talking about the mixer that you find at your college frat party. We're talking about the Icon series and their holiday mixer, which involve a number of race cars here today, including the 87's, which you're about to see here for 80 laps around Daytona, the 2008 configuration. My name is Alan Bergen, just south of St. Louis, here in the Tony Trapasso Memorial Studio, alongside my broadcast partner, just outside of Boone, North Carolina, Troy Thomas. And Troy, how's it going?
It is going well, Mr. Allen. Snow's on the ground. I got a cup of coffee, and I'm ready for a great race here at Daytona.
Yeah, aren't we all?
And it's the legacy Daytona as well.
Absolutely, and they are, 14 cars strong tonight. Of some drivers with some familiar names, like Eric Dodd, who we've seen over at the Racers Elite series, Adam Ball, which we've seen on a number of leagues that we broadcasted, Ryan Patty, the chief cook and bottle washer, Cody Eldridge, just to name a few. And I tell you what, Troy, the action, it may be cold in our necks of the woods, but here on the racetrack, it's going to get hot, and it's going to get real heavy real quick. And speaking of hot, Troy, let's go over that race information real quickly, as it is a 70-degree day here in Daytona Beach, Florida. 23% relative humidity, and a 2-mile-an-hour wind. And the track temperature is about 81 degrees as these guys are getting qualified.
Oh, that's perfect weather down here for Daytona. Not too hot, not too cold. Got a slight breeze, so these bricks on the wheels will certainly be drivers will have their hands full as these tires start to slowly wear out.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, Adam Ball is currently your pole sitter with a 43.67. Now, a lot of these drivers weren't even born when these cars were around. Troy, I was on the tail end of it. I was the best thing that came out in 1985.
Yeah, I'm a 70s baby. I remember this place.
So, I mean, these are the cars without the restrictor plates. And, you know, it's cool to see how NASCAR protects its past. And iRacing has essentially done the same thing by giving us younger generation a chance to experience what drivers in the past could have felt inside those race cars, especially on a track as bumpy as Daytona. And I mean, you've seen these guys. Back in the early '80s, watching NASCAR was a treat almost, as it wasn't broadcasted like it is today.
No, it was not broadcast. You'd have to look hard to find a NASCAR race. I mean, you got footage of Dale Earnhardt on the side of his car cleaning his windows at Martinsville because he's muddy. You got pictures of Cale Yarborough smoking a cigarette. I mean, race car drivers were a different breed back in the '80s when these cars were around, and more of a type of a man's car. I don't mean that in a bad way or nothing, but you got to manhandle these things. I mean, like you said, Alan, no restrictor plates. You're going to actually be lifting in the corners to save some of your tires. So.
And to piggyback off your point, as we're getting ready to essentially finish up qualifying here, I believe they have a little over 10 minutes or 5 minutes left to go. 4 minutes. Scratch that. We're getting ready to go now. So here we are, as we're gonna get down trackside here. Troy, I'm so glad you were able to slide to the booth. I know I've been excited all week. I know you've been excited since, all week.
Oh, yeah.
And Troy Thomas, as it looks like we're going to do a quick warm-up session. So let's go over, and we'll check out some of these paint schemes. We'll go over some of these paint schemes here as we got the 31 car, Kevin Gunther. And
little Mike Skinner throwback. I like it.
You know what? We on iRacing, we love doing these throwback paint schemes. And even in the even in our respective series that we commentate here on iRacing and Sim Racing Media, there was even a car painted up like the old Terry Labonte Piedmont show.
Oh yeah, that is one of my favorite paint schemes that we cover here at Sim Racing Media, old Terry Labonte. But that Mike Skinner one right there.
I think we just found a new favorite for you.
Yeah, I just seen it pop up. 15 of Anthony
Teseo.
Oh man, this just takes me back. Just look at these cars right here. Old Buicks. And unfortunately, we only have one Pontiac in the race tonight. The number 30 of Ryan Patty.
So I grew up watching. Rusty Wallace. From his time in the NASCAR Cup Series, driving at 27.
The Kodak machine.
There we go. Now we got some guys up there. I was getting worried for a minute.
No, I remember when he won the championship.
I do too, and here's a funny story. So my dad had went to Bristol that year, and then he had went to Atlanta to see him actually win it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was in 1989. I was like 4 years old, maybe 3. If that doesn't take you back, I don't know what will.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
We got a little over 2 minutes and 18 seconds in practice. And, there's just something about these cars. And, I did get the chance to run these. I have ran these cars a little bit. And I'm sure you have too. And they are a handful.
Yeah, these drivers are going to be worn out after this race. If you see Kevin Gunther right here getting pushed by the 32 of Cody Eldred all over the back bumper. But like I said, they're a handful. This old Legacy Daytona, it's an old worn out racetrack. You can see the cars actually jumping up and down off the pavement. These cars will get loose as this pavement disrupts the balance of the car coming off floor. So we'll probably see a couple of cars get a Daytona stripe, if you want to call it that, tonight.
Well, it looks like our first one is Anthony Tiseo in that number 15 car. And unfortunately, I was on the tail end of the Neil Bonnet, driving era, and we're gonna relive some of those iconic memories, like the old the fight, right?
Oh,
Who could
yeah.
forget about the fight at Daytona?
Even if you've never heard of that, watched them back here, you know about the fight between Kerry Harper, the first ever. Was that 79, wasn't it?
It was 79, yes.
Hey, that was a good year, the year I was born.
Don't give away your age.
Yeah,
too
I'm
soon.
dating. Hey, it don't bother me. The older I get, it doesn't bother me at all. But in the new Cup cars, these guys they get close to 200 miles per hour maybe.
Yes.
And these bad boys on the draft, you're going to get up maybe 215, 220.
I mean, these cars are no joke on this racetrack.
No, they're hauling the mail.
Like, I was at Talladega earlier in the weekend with these cars, and it was insane. I was going 210 by myself.
And I was in a multi-race one time in week 13, and I was racing somebody. Somebody couldn't understand it. So I slowed down in the corner. I'm like, as we go 3 wide right here during practice.
Yeah, guys, we're only practicing. We're not
Good save by Gunther in the 31 car. There's. But I was telling him, he's a younger gentleman. He couldn't believe that these cars do not have restrictor plates on them.
Well, here we are. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Getting ready to crit up here. As we got 80 laps here. Very clean racing. And here's how we're going to line up tonight, Troy. So on the pole will be that number 19 car of Adam Ball, with Jacob Gudelich lining up to his outside. Kyle Gilbert will line up on the inside of row number 2, with Kevin Gunther lining up on the outside of row 2. On the inside of row number 3 will be Jacob Smith out of Michigan, and Brian Smith will line up in that 6th position. Hanover Fist will be lining up on the inside of row number 4. On his outside, he'll be flanked by Cody Eldred. Anthony Tiseo will be lined up on the inside of row number 5, and the chief cook and bottle washer here at Icon, Ryan Patty, will line up on that 10th position. With Thomas Taylor lined up 11th, 12th will go to Sean Purcell. There we go. 13th will go to Nathan Finnegan, and rounding out your 14-car field will be Eric Dodd.
In the properly numbered 87.
In the properly numbered 87. That is your 14-car starting lineup here. Man, come on. Taking me back. Braxton D Racing says he wishes he could have been out there. We'd love to see you in the next 4 weeks here. This is going to be every Sunday through the month of December. So, not taking a weekend off here as we are coming down that back straightaway. And Troy, this is what we've all been waiting for. These guys. So, here's the thing. Whoever wins the championship gets a free 2025 charter in Icon Cup Series.
Oh, yeah. That's huge in itself, So, like you said, we've got a total of 5 races for this mini-series, and after this week, they'll head to Chicagoland, but this time they'll be in the Gen 4 car, so totally different car than this old 87.
Yeah, and these are fixed setups. You have to adapt quick as we get ready to get turned loose. And Troy, there's going to be only one thing left to do as we get ready to come to that turn 3-4 complex.
Oh yeah, look at all these Thunderbirds, Buicks, Pontiac. Yeah. There's a Sterling Marlin throwback right there in the strobe light. Strobe's light. This is awesome.
And there's only one thing left to do. It's time to adjust the 5-point harness, clean the visor. Grandma, grab some eggnog and settle in, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime here in Daytona. Coming to lead lap number 1. Give it to Jacob Drift Gudelich. Adam Ball right there on his inside, not letting him get far. As we have 79 laps to go, rather. And we already
got a car in the wall.
Oh, already.
That will be the first of many.
You're not wrong, as these guys are going to be absolutely worn out by the time this thing is over. As we got Kyle Gilbert there in that number 227 car. This league is a fun league here. As they are, wow.
they racing like it's the last lap, Alan.
I mean, look, there's only 78 laps left to go.
I mean, we ain't even quarter of the way in through the first stage, so.
No, and Troy, take us through the stage breaks.
All right, the way the Icon Series Racing does is you get 2 stage breaks. First one is going to be at lap 20. And then they'll bunch up the field just like in Modern A Cup. And the second stage break will be at lap 42. So after that, we'll roughly have, I don't know, maybe 35 green flag laps to the end, hopefully all green.
Yeah, so we're guaranteed 2 cautions. Could you imagine if they had stage breaks back in the 80s?
Oh, I couldn't. I could not imagine Earnhardt, Rusty, and all them talking about stage breaks back in.
Well, I mean, so back in '79, it wasn't uncommon for these guys to have stand-in drivers due to fatigue.
Oh yeah, Ricky Rudd had to tape his eyes open one time to actually race. So them gentlemen they was tough back in the day, that's for sure.
Yeah, the true Ironman of the sport. Here comes, as we said, Jacob Gudelich doing Jacob Gudelich things.
Cody just pull him
back there. Ooh, boy, take it easy, guys.
21 of Jacob Smith and his Davey Allison throwback.
Now I will tell you this: when we came to green, you saw the digger cam. We don't pay workman's comp here.
Oh, he's on his own.
He's on his own. He strictly volunteered for that.
He did sign a waiver just for people that need to know that stuff.
I don't know how you roped his partner into doing it. Ryan Smith currently up 3 spots.
Ooh, 78 of Ryan Smith on the outside, isn't he?
Mark Martin had that paint scheme too.
Yep.
Whoa.
See, Mark, ooh, the 19 car of Adam Ball got a little squirrely there. Now, something else to keep in mind as these tires get a couple more laps on them is when they come through that tri-oval, them cars are going to come real light in the back end as well. So that's something we usually don't contend with when we're racing here at Daytona, like the next gen or the Gen 6 cars.
Oh yeah, tire wear is so real on these race cars. These things will jump out in a hurry. And I imagine so the two treacherous spots on this racetrack will always be turn 4 coming into the tri-oval, but also coming out of the tri-oval where that's where the car is going to be the lightest at.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, sir.
I've done flipped in one of these cars already.
Oh, I thought the 21 was going to look to make it go 3 wide there. Jacob Smith, but thought better of it. Just fall behind the 19 car of Adam Ball.
Yeah, definitely patience will be the name of the game here tonight as we got 80 laps. Next week we'll be in Chicagoland with the Gen 4 cars as they go 100, so the laps will increase next week.
Yep, there'll be 133 next week.
I tell you what,
that'll be.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think Chicagoland is one of my favorite tracks, though. Oh, we got a car getting all sorts of sideways there.
Uh-oh. Whew. Chicagoland is a fun racetrack, and them Gen 4 cars, if you never drove them, are a blast to drive as well.
Oh, my goodness.
We were watching the 69 of Hanover Fist and the 6 car Nathan Finnegan, your championship winner of last season here in the Icon Cup Series. Is we have a bumper or a... Oh, we have a spinner.
That would be
Kyle. Cody Eldred.
Well, let's see what happened to Cody. There we go. Let's we're gonna break the fourth wall. As we saw we saw a bumper come flying across there. And we'll stop it right there, and here we go.
The 15, Anthony got a run on him. He hit the wall, came back. That's going to just happen so much in these cars.
It looks like netcode.
Looks like I got a little loose, and then and there are no fast repairs in this series either. So that's something else to keep in mind for us that are used to at least one fast repair per race.
We got 70 laps to go. Cody Eldred putting it in pit road. Eric Dodd back out on the racetrack. Well, maybe. Nope, he's going to win the race at the beer stand tonight.
Yep.
I bet.
Oh, 87. Oh, man. Oh, they're going 3 wide coming off the 4.
I don't like that. And...
Oh, looks like the 4 got into the 31. Kevin Gunther is the victim of that.
Let's see what happened to Kevin Gunther. Oh, the 4 car had a run.
Yeah, it looked like he went down the apron for a little bit, but Gunther, did he hit anything?
Well, he's going to get an unsafe pit entry.
Yeah, but the car's clean. Maybe he can just... But that's the good thing about these, you know. He didn't hit nothing.
Well,
looks like he got loose.
To his credit, though, Troy, he might be able to talk to the admin and, you know, kind of plead his case.
Yeah, they might remove that black flag, because that's the one thing I do not like about iRacing. Anytime you try to avoid a wreck or wreck and you go through the pit lane like Kevin did there, you get black flags. So I don't think there's a way iRacing could change it, but I wish they could.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the 78 car of Brian Smith, he is currently leading this race on lap number 12 of 80 laps that are scheduled to be ran here. Ryan Patty currently sits up in second spot. Right now is your biggest mover of the race in that Pontiac Grand Prix. As he has picked up 8 spots from where he started at. As he started 10th.
Yeah, the boss man running second in position at the moment as it's kind of calmed down up here in the front.
I don't think anywhere's calmed down.
Ryan Patty makes a move on the 78 car of Brian Smith.
3x2, doing it John Force style, coming down that back straightaway.
We got a Thunderbird and a Pontiac battling for the lead at the moment, followed by 2 Monte Carlos and another Thunderbird.
Yeah, a good mix of cars. One Buick in the field, so we have at least one of each car make. And I tell you what, there's just something about these cars that just makes me want to go back and relive the 80s.
Oh yeah. Luckily we can go on NASCAR Classics on YouTube and watch some of these old 80 races. Which I've done that before. Oh, the 21's getting loose. Man, he was sideways in middle of turns 1 and 2 there.
As we were about 6 laps away from our first stage break.
Man, these cars are jostling all over the place at the moment.
I mean, man, I just see back in the day when Davey Allison was driving that Texaco Haviland Ford.
Yep.
And I believe that Larry McReynolds was the crew chief that year.
Look at his hands in that car, sawing at that wheel. And you are correct. Larry Mack was the crew chief of Davey Allison. As we're going to go through, that's not... Oh!
Nice
Good save. Wow, good driving, Kyle. Holy smokes, I thought he had lost it. Wow.
They're making me super nervous.
I'm going to have to go get me another cup of coffee.
These guys are cranked up to crazy.
These guys back here might be the safest ones of the race right now. There's your Nathan Finnegan running in the 9th position, just all by himself, out of trouble.
Yeah, he's. I believe that was your 2024 series champion last year.
Just minding his own business, following the 69 car of Hanover Fist.
You think he did that name on purpose?
I don't know. I cannot speculate on that, Mr. Allen.
Ryan Patty leads this thing.
Oh.
We almost had a pass in the grass.
We thrown it back, but this isn't Charlotte. This is Daytona, so the number 4 car is, 14 car, Jacob. Ooh.
Okay.
4?
Okay. Do you see the car?
Drift Master.
Drift Master. Painted up like the Burger King logo.
I like it. Now, if he'd have painted the roll bars yellow like Ryan Patty did, it'd been perfect.
Here we are inside the race car. And you're going to see the turbulent car.
See how look at him sawing on that wheel. Hear him getting out of the gas. Car just a bouncing.
Just to that, here's the tail.
Look,
wow.
Plowing at the, what a run. He gets to the, we're going to go through out again. 3 wide for the leads. We enter 1. That 21 car of Jacob Smith, he's letting it all hang out here in this first stage.
Now, just reminding everybody that we will go caution lap 20 for the end of stage 1. Oh, wow.
78.
Whoa.
Look.
Hang on to her, buddy.
We went. Oh! Good save. Hold on to her. Wow, these guys are putting on a show.
Yeah, they are. These guys are wheelmen.
Good save, Brian.
Lap number 19 and lap 20. Lap 21 was triggered a caution.
Yeah, 14 hit the wall, or just kissed the wall a little bit, I should say.
That was a love tap.
Yeah, these things are built like tanks, so he should be okay.
Even the production model of these cars were built like tanks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, them Thunderbirds. My brother used to date a girlfriend who had a purple one. As we see the 30 and the 227 get together. Look at the 21 car all over the place in the tri-oval. But that we hit a bridge before. That thing was just didn't even put a dent in it.
No.
Or
Now I did have a stepbrother square up on a tree with a Crown Vic, and well, that one totaled it.
yeah. As a leader coming up on the 32 car of Corey Eldred. And he is not moving out of the way.
Cody, you got to move, buddy.
Oh, the 30 tags the 21. No.
We got Calamity. We are under caution. That is the stage.
That might be most of the field.
Let's see what happened to Adam Ball.
Ball.
Oh.
Wow. Just a racing deal. Wow.
Yay. Well, that'll fix you up in a hurry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely it will. Wow.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and step aside, take a break here at Sim Racing Media. You will not be staying as we go side by side with the Icon Racing Series. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back to Daytona as we are getting ready to go green flag racing and start off stage number 2. We're going to be rocking and rolling all the way to lap number 42. Alan Bergen and Troy Thomas with you just south of St. Louis here in the Tony Trapasso Memorial Studio. As we have had a dandy so far, Ryan Patty essentially winning stage number 1, and he'll restart on the inside of row number 1 as we have the lights out. Well, they're back on.
Back on. Yep.
Someone wasn't lined up. You got to get where you're supposed to be.
We've got some damaged race cars in the field now.
Yeah, unfortunately, unlike the real NASCAR counterpart, there is no damage clock. So, you might be able to get some courtesy laps, if you will. Meanwhile, working lap 23 of 80 laps here. One caution so far, and that was the end of the stage break, and for cause. Want to thank everybody for making Sim Racing Media and Icon Sim Racing your entertainment destination. Here, let's get these likes, subscribes, and bells ringing, so that way you're notified all season long, including the holidays, when Icon comes on the air. Want to thank Troy for sliding in here into the booth.
Oh, absolutely. They put on a show so far, so.
And I did get to watch some holiday movies here so far. I watched the Polar Express yesterday, and then I started the Charlie Brown Christmas special on Apple TV.
I haven't watched none yet. But the first one I always watch is Die Hard, because it is a Christmas movie.
Dispute that one with my boy.
Hey, it is a Christmas movie. No, I think the grandkids and I watched the Jim Carrey Grinch movie Friday night.
I like the Grinch, but I gotta have the old one.
Yep, the original. Now the new cartoon one isn't that bad either, but I'm just so. I guess it's the old school in me. I'm like you, like the old Rudolph and Frosty.
Speaking of Rudolph, Troy, next Saturday night, December 7th, the Racers Elite will have their rendition of the Snowball Derby. 300 laps at 5 flags. And, that's going to be fun. You might or may not see the Rudolph team out there. Okay, you
I hope we do see the Rudolph. I mean, so far the Rudolph's been doing pretty good in the truck racing lately, so why not throw it on a super late model and see how you do on the short track?
There you go. And it looks like I'm getting ready to have a delivery down here to the Tony Trapasso Memorial Studio. So once we go green, you'll hear Troy just for a minute. Just for a minute. So they come out of turn numbers 3 and 4 down to that short stretch. As well, that's not the one I want. This is the one I want. No, we do not pay a guy to lay there on the entrance of pit road, okay?
Surrounded by a cage. He's like a turtle for road racing.
But here we go. Green flag racing is out. And we are back to green. And here comes my delivery.
Oh, them cars are bouncing all over the place. '78 looks to the inside of Ryan Patty for the lead coming down the back stretch. That little damage that Ryan has might hurt his car if he's up front by himself, but if he's following the car, it shouldn't hurt him too bad. We have contact between the 6 and the 30. Hard in the wall is Ryan.
And the 30 car of Ryan Patty falling like a rock and not like the Chevy commercial.
No, it's not like the old school Chevy, like a rock commercial. No, sir. He hit that wall a ton.
You knew back in the day you were watching a Chevy commercial when you hear Bob Seger singing. And you see a Chevy truck.
We all knew, well, I knew the jingle beforehand, but once you heard the chords and everything, you knew it was a Chevrolet commercial.
And here we go back at the ranch. Nathan Finnegan doing Nathan Finnegan things, and so is Brian Smith. As we are working lap number 27 of 80.
Man, just watching cars bounce up and down this track. I'm sure these guys are going to be worn out after this race is over.
And here comes Kevin Gunther and that 31 scheme.
Oh, blocked by Brian Smith down low and goes back up front in front of Nathan. I mean, that's what you got to do in these plate races. You got to block the low line and go back up. But there's a Kevin Gunther on the inside of the 78. We come off a 4 looking for the lead.
You want to know what the special delivery was?
What was your special delivery?
So,
Pizza Hut.
we're
I thought it was
turkeyed
going
out
to be.
in the Bergen
Yeah.
household.
I think I've got some ham left, so I might hit that up after this is over. But I thought it was going to be some music or something. So I was like, man, I hope I didn't ruin his gift to all of us.
No. Look, I can't carry a tuna in a bucket. Gunther doing Gunther type things, not to be confused.
Yeah. I don't know, he's trying to chop the field like that wrestler does at the moment, but he just falls back in the line behind your race leader of Brian Smith. But back there in the third position is Jacob Smith, who I believe at the moment as the 6 gets in the wall a little bit and does not get off the wall. To go back to the 21 real quick, but he's the most aggressive driver at the moment. He's wanting to keep that Thunderbird up front and willing to take it 3 wide at all cost.
He's got to represent the blue oval.
Ooh.
We're going to have a little over, 10, probably 12 laps to go until the break.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Now, I think they're going to do it on 2 stops. I think the stage breaks will be for tires, as we got 11 laps or 12 laps to go this time for stage 2.
If then they'll probably go 35 laps, maybe 34 to the end.
You're correct. Now, I'm waiting to see someone with the old school Domino's logo on the car.
Well, we are missing the old Darrell Waltrip Gatorade one too, or the Mountain Dew one.
That was when he was driving for Junior Johnson, right?
Junior Johnson, yes, sir.
I know
wow, what a
run! I know
what a run by Gunther. Actually, the first race shop I seen was Junior Johnson's because it wasn't but like 30 minutes from my house. That's when Bill Elliott drove for him. Ooh, the 21 in the wall. Oh!
Well, the 21
good drive.
21 cars turned up the aggression level of about 10.
Yeah, he's ready. The 04 just barely missed him. Sean Purcell. Behind it, still he might have burnt them tires up already. Because it doesn't take much with these cars. Just the 31 now has help by the 14 car pushing him.
So
but Brian Smith does not want to give up that lead at all.
So here's what's on the line right now with the Holiday Mixer Series. So over the course of 5 Sundays, we're going to compile points. Your championship leader at the end of 5 races will have a free 2025 Icon Cup Series charter. Now you have to be adaptive. So next week we're going to the Gen 4 cars. Then we're going to Michigan in the COT car. And then the Gen 6 car for 200 laps. And then the next gen car on December 28th.
Yeah, you got to be adaptive, like you said.
It's the 29th. Sorry, it's a Saturday. It's the 28th. See, Troy, where did I be with that one?
Oh,
My words have been twisted, and well, here
Man.
we go. A pass for the lead. Here comes
finally,
I feel like
finally.
I feel like he's been working on that for a while.
It's at least the last 4 or 5 laps. Now, I am very interested in seeing the COT at Michigan in this series. I don't know if you ever drove one of them cars yet before. Oh, we have another one in the wall. I think it's Brian Patty missed him right there, but the COT car are they're a handful, but man, they are fun.
I have not had to go to the red.
But my favorite is a Gen 6 car.
Oh, those things, you cannot upset those cars if you try.
Nope, and then Brian Smith back to the lead. Man, him and Kevin Gunther are putting on a show at the moment.
Troy, I don't know if you like eggnog or not, but I was talking to Mike the Money about this last night. Here's how you drink eggnog. You open the container, pour it down the drain.
I agree with you. I agree with you. However, Tennessee, I've had some moonshine, Tennessee whiskey, or what distillery over in Pigeon Forge makes an eggnog moonshine, and it's about 40%. Man, that stuff is good.
Now,
It's the only eggnog. It's the only eggnog I will drink.
Now here's how you eat chocolate covered cherries. You take said cherries, open box, open trash can, and dump them in.
Yep. Or give them to my wife. Although my wife only eats a certain kind, so I do not eat the cherries either.
Is it the red box?
The C begins with a C, I think. Cello or whatever.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't eat them. They're not my cup of tea.
You know, I got into an argument with the manager of McDonald's over a cherry. You're welcome. Now we no longer have. Look. If you're wondering why your McDonald's does not have cherries on the milkshake, you're welcome.
Wow. I'm just watching this battle in the front.
I mean, these guys are not running away with this race at all.
No, one slip up and they could be into the pack right here. I mean, look at the 30 car of Ryan Patty.
Here's Ryan's closest competition right now. And then you got the 15 car.
I mean, it might be the best place, safest place to be at the moment. These guys are just do not want to give up that lead.
So if you're Hanover, Anthony, Nathan, or Thomas, you're like, you know what? We'll let the top 6 beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stay, losing it.
Oh no!
78 in the wall. No.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, Brian, you're missing the bumper, bud.
If the chance to see a bumper on the racetrack, you just go ahead and send that right on down to Brian Smith. He's gonna lose wholesale positions, and he's gonna try to nurse that thing back to pit road.
And now we have the 14 and the 31. I know it says the 4 on the car, but by our scoring, he's the 14. But keep an eye on that car behind the 04 of Ryan Patty. He's got a busted bumper, but he's still hanging up here at the leaders.
Live timing showing Nathan Finnegan crash. Let's see what happened.
Oh, and we have a caution.
And I tell you right now,
We have
Nathan Finnegan is madder than a cube. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we have big caution up front. It looked like the leader's got in a wreck. Oh.
Yikes. Look, I know this is a fun series and all, but
Lap 39.
I would imagine that would probably do it for the stage.
Yeah. Ryan lost his whole deck lid in the back.
That's okay. You really don't need it.
Look. Pace car in turn 3.
Meanwhile, while we're pacing around here, this is my favorite part. We get to pick on somebody. And guess who we're going to pick on? We are going to go ahead and pick on the leader here, Sean Purcell, in that 04 car. Sean, it's Alan and Troy up here in the SRM booth. You got a copy?
I do.
First of all, sorry that we interrupted your pit stop here.
You're good. I'm gonna miss the box like usual. Oh no, I didn't. Look at that.
Nonetheless, here you are, you know, up front as you're getting your tires put on. I gotta know, what's that car feel like right now in all that turbulent air?
Pretty not great. I was starting to get in a rhythm there, just trying to figure out how to navigate the two Wranglers in front of me, and I'm like, oh, there's a giant gap. Let me start to go in that, and then it started to close. So I tried to back out, and it was too late. So I don't know. It's tough. It's definitely a handful.
Yeah.
It looks like you have the cleanest car on the racetrack at the moment.
Yeah. It helps when you spin the person and don't get involved in it. It helps beat up everybody else and stay clean.
Now, what was your view on that wreck? It just happened off turn 2, coming down the back stretch.
Yeah, I just, I don't know if it's a lack of familiarity with the car or what, but, I thought I'm like, you know what? I'm finally going to try to make a move on these two, and the gap started to close, and I couldn't close off the throttle in time.
Well, all right, my man. We're gonna send you back down to the race chat. Good luck, and hopefully we talk to you on the other side.
Thank you. I will be taking a bathroom pit stop here, so I might be back at the back of the field. So it'll be a lot of work.
All right, and that was the voice of Sean Purcell. We're gonna send him back down. We got time, Troy. Let's talk to you, the driver of that 30 car. I feel like I'm poking the bear here.
Looks like you're driving a modified.
When we bring him up, so here we go. Let's poke the bear
He's all yours.
and find out what the heck happened. Ryan, this is Alan and Trey up in the SRM booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hey, man, what the heck happened back there?
That's a good question. We're all trying to figure that out right now. I mean, I saw a couple leaders get into it, and I mean, they're me the same as everybody else. We're not used to driving these cars every week, so we're trying to figure out how to save it. I think we all just went for a good loop there, and now it's just all damage control. So seems like just about everybody's got a bit of damage, and we're trying to add a pace lap or two here, get everyone as fixed as we can to make sure we get a good competitive end.
I hope the Icon Series bought enough Barabon for the whole entire field tonight.
Oh man, I don't know. We need bare bond, we need rivets, we need sheet metal and everything to fix this field up.
Sawzalls.
Yeah, no, it's funny. We got such a good group here. It's been a good chatter, just trying to figure out how these cars drive and how to make it, nice and even, so we can have a good fair race.
Now, Ryan, for our viewers that may want to join the Cup Series, how do they find you? This is your opportunity to give a shameless plug.
Oh yeah, and I mean we're on Facebook. That's probably where we advertise the most, and we'll post every week with the the race updates, race information. There's a sign up button right on our Icon Cup Series Facebook page, and obviously pretty responsive through the week. Pretty easy vetting process. As long as you're a clean driver, don't have a bad reputation, we'll be glad to welcome you into the series here. And we're starting up come February a new Cup series, and obviously looking for drivers here in the winter too. So anyone that wants to come out and have some fun, it's an open, fun, recreational series here.
Yeah, absolutely. As it looks like you're still down on pit road, getting that number 30 service. What's the car felt like to you as you're trying to wheel that Pontiac, maybe even towards victory lane?
Yeah, no, it felt good. Big key to these cars is keeping the tires on our rim with these old bias ply radials. So I think we've done a pretty good job keeping it together. The 78, 21, 6, 31, all competitive throughout the last 12 to 18 months in this Cup Series. So we know who we're racing against here. We know they know the same deal. So it'll be pretty tight here coming to the end. We just got to make sure we take care of our car better than the rest of them.
All right, Patty, we're gonna go ahead and get you back down to the chat, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other side.
Sounds good. We'll see if we can keep it clean here for you.
All right, that was the voice of the Chief Cook and Bottle Washer here at the Icon Cup Series Holiday Mixer style.
A lot of sheet metal in this, bent up sheet metal in tonight's race, but man, they put on a good show.
A lot of bent sheet metal and no hurt feelings. So
No, that's the beauty thing about it.
which I don't think there's supposed to be hurt feelings in this. It's the holidays. Can't we all just get
Yeah.
along?
Yeah, we got. This is one time a year to get along with everybody, or try to, I should say.
You got 364 other days to have hurt feelings.
Yep.
Here we go, getting ready to get back to green flag racing as the last couple cars will catch the Iracing.com base car for pace truck, Chevy Silverado. And Anthony Teseo will bring the field back to green with Thomas Taylor on his outside. Hand over fist will be on the outside of row number 2. On the inside of row number 2. On the outside will be Sean Purcell, who won that second stage as we get ready to come back to green flag racing. Wow, if I can talk. Here we go. Anthony Teseo with that Buick, and on the button, there's no Geico restart zone here as we are back to green flag racing from Daytona.
It looks like we got the 2 cleanest cars on the outside lane at the moment.
I think they're the only 2 cars that haven't been involved in an accident. I think.
Still battling like it's the last lap. I mean, look at back here at the 31. Is the 04 is looking the inside of the 57, trying to take the lead.
Sean Purcell trying to do Sean Purcell things. Thomas Taylor not letting them get by that easily. We got a couple cars into the wall back there.
Woo.
We're 3 wide.
Did you see their hands in the car coming out of the tri-oval going right to the left?
I think they were at 8 and 5 o'clock when they were doing that.
Gosh!
Sean Purcell doing Sean Purcell type things as we got about 35 laps to go here. You know, now that we're over halfway through the whoa! Hang on to your,
60, hold on!
look at that save!
Good save by Sean! Wow!
Oh,
What
man.
a save! I think we've said that multiple times tonight.
These cars are definitely not forgiving.
No.
That's
And
gonna
as
allow-
Ryan said it earlier, they're a handful.
Well, Thomas Taylor is up to the lead right now. Here comes Kevin Gusser in that 31 car. Give him the advantage. Good God, these guys are cranked up to the north side of crazy.
Oh, 15 gets a little loose, but
I gotta catch
All
my
these-
breath.
He's in the walls, the 57 car of Thomas Taylor.
I mean, Troy, these guys got to be sweating right now.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm sweating. We're calling this race. I can only imagine how they are trying to hold these machines.
My God. As we're going to go high above the racetrack, we gave Shane Lake the keys of the drone.
Oh, no.
I mean, I would give the keys to Matt Metler, but he would Matt
No,
Metler
no.
He would Matt
Yeah,
Metler the drone.
Yeah, Metler don't need the drone.
Here we are.
Oh, the 31 in the wall. Sorry, Alan.
Some great drone shots.
Some beautiful infield footage out there for you.
I mean, I think that guy had shish kebab on the grill.
Man, I could go for some shish kebab right now, to be honest with you. Oh, who's the 14's lose? Oh, we have a flipper.
No.
Oh, the 31.
We have a yellow flag.
But he is dropping it away.
I gotta give him a 5 on the deal there. Here we go.
Oh, the 15 got into 4.
Look at
Oh, good landing though.
He stuck the landing. I gotta give him that.
Yeah, I give you 8 on that. Just a bad bump by the 15 and the 14, and
the broadcast booth gives him an 8.
I've got my scorecard hold up.
Oh boy. Well, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna pick on another driver. As we got 31 left to go here. This is where things are gonna start getting a little cranked up to crazy. As you get ready to. Okay, he's not going in the pit yet, so we can do this. Kevin Guster, it's Alan and Troy up in the SRM booth. You got a copy.
Hey, how you doing?
First of all, we give you an 8 on the landing.
Yeah, we give you an 8.
Hey, I'll take it. I mean, I'm still rolling here. We're gonna get this thing fixed.
I mean, this race has turned into a modified race out here.
You know, it's funny. I work on modifieds. I didn't plan on driving one tonight, though.
You're not supposed to bring your work home with you.
No, not at all. But we'll see how much damage I got here. I'll tell you in 1 second. Bringing it in. Oh.
Ryan Patty checking in the YouTube.com live chat says stuck the landing.
Let's see. We got 4 minutes of damage here to repair.
As long as it's all optional, you're good to go.
Oh, it's all optional. No meatballs. So we're ready to race
Wow,
here.
that's impressive. All right, I'm giving you a 9 now on that.
You know, I'm running the Dale Earnhardt paint scheme here. I'm channeling my inner Dale. So, Dale, yeah, we're going to keep on racing.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a 9 on that with the optional damage. That was impressive.
Yeah,
we'll see how slow I can get it.
So here, you know, we've been pulling random drivers up here to the booth, and so, anyways, what's your perspective on the racetrack, and how slick is it, and how turbulent is the air as you guys are making your way around this 2.55 mile oval?
Oh, it's super slick. You're bouncing around the whole time. These cars have a lot of travel and suspension, so you're just hanging on for dear life here in the corners. And I hope it's made for an entertaining race because it's been entertaining behind the wheel.
Look, it's been just as entertaining up here in the broadcast booth for sure. You know,
I'm glad to hear that.
Before we get you back down here, team, what is Kevin Gunter's favorite Christmas movie for all the fans out there?
Ooh, this is going to be a debatable one. People don't usually like this answer, but Nightmare Before Christmas, because it is a Christmas movie, in my opinion.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
It's a hot topic, though.
Hey, nothing's a hot topic here in the Tony Sherpass Memorial Broadcast Studio. But nonetheless, good luck, and hopefully we talk to you on the other side.
Hopefully I talk to you soon, man.
And that was the voice of Kevin Gunther there. We're going to get him back down to race chat. As right now, these guys are getting ready to get lined up 2x2 Noah's Ark style. Need an arc? I know a guy.
We might need some more cars.
As right now, we're looking at Hanover Fest. And that number 69 car, as they're getting ready to, like I said, get these guys ready to go here for the last 30 laps of this one. What a night. This has been a fun race. Troy, once again, thank you for joining me here in the Tony Trapasso Memorial Studio. Don't forget that tomorrow night you can catch Mike Damani and Liam Irving as they bring you all the action of the Sunday Cup League. That league is also recruiting. If you want any more information on this racing league, on the Icon Cup Series, or any leagues that we broadcast that are recruiting drivers, go check out their respective Facebook pages or contact us here on Sim Racing Media. We'll get you pointed in the right direction and get you with the proper people as we get lined up 2x2 Noah's Ark style once again down that back straightaway. Tuesday night, Troy. Where are we racing at Tuesday night?
We're at Daytona in the trucks for Racers Elite.
Racers Elite Daytona in the trucks. That's going to be a fun one. Unfortunately, I'll be back behind the mic for that one. And then Tuesday night, Tuesday at 10:20 Eastern, you catch Mike Damani and Liam on the Western States Racing League as they bring you 80 laps of racing action from Daytona. Also, I will be in the field for that one.
Oh, it should be a fun one to do.
Hey, look, the Grinch is going to steal one, I'm for sure. Hopefully.
Oh, no, I haven't painted me up a Christmas car. I need to paint one up, I believe.
Look, the Grinch stole Atlanta, stole one in Atlanta. On the side.
Yeah, you've been on a roll at Atlanta.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And then Wednesday night, you can catch Troy Thomas and Angel Santiago on Richards Elite. And where are we at for Chase Race number 2?
Oh, I went blind. Oh, man.
I know, I'm putting
You caught me off guard. No, you caught me off guard. Holy smokes. I don't remember. You
That's
put me on the spot.
It's okay.
Wow. Oh, I'm going to look it up. I cannot believe I don't know.
Well, he's looking that up. Iracing pace cars bringing this field down the back straight away. As we have just under 29 laps to go here in this one from Daytona. We're going to be commercial free with you the rest of the way. And you can join Dave Regal and Shane Lake, the big dog roof, Thursday night as we go chase racing with round number 2 of the chase from Texas Motor Speedway.
Yep. See, I knew that one.
I love Texas. Last time we were there, I did Dallas Cowboys fans game. But this year, I got a special treat for everybody, and I think Troy is the only one to see it so far.
We are at Chicago. We are at Daytona?
Daytona.
As well?
Yes.
Xfinity, yep. Because Old Atlanta, yep, at Daytona. Wow, 2 plate races this week for the Racers Elite Series.
Here we go, getting ready to come out of turn 3 and 4 down to the tri-oval. Hanover Fist has controlled the field through the imaginary Geico restart zone, the restart box, if you will. And we are back to green flag racing here at Daytona.
The 04 gives a big push to Hanover Fist as we come to the green flag, heading into 1.
Sean Purcell right back there in that second spot. We have 28 laps to go. Hanover Fist. And right now, the 3rd and 4th spot, trading positions like you're trading jabs. But here comes that number 15 car, that Buick of Anthony Teixeira.
the only Buick in the field.
The only look. Hopefully there'll be a few more Buicks in the field.
And my apologies, I was wrong about the truck series. They are actually at Auto Club this week.
You know, I ran well there at Auto Club, and
It's a fun track on any. It's a fun track on anything you drive.
it is.
I think.
And it's not a hard track to figure out either.
No. And Sean
Right.
Purcell takes his car to the point.
Yeah, coming down that back straightaway is we got a little over 26 laps to go. Here comes Hanover Fist.
Ooh.
Look to the inside, looking for the lead. Door bumper not so clear.
Oh, there's everyone's quickly coming off turn 4 as we head down the tri-oval here.
And the lights are getting ready to come on. Now, you know, they would back in the 80s, they would have raced this late in the afternoon.
Oh, the 78 gets loose going over the bumps.
Brian Smith finds himself one lap down in that number 78 car. Eric
Poor
Dodd.
Oh, the 21 throws a late block.
We're 3 wide. We're 3 wide. Oh boy. Eric Dodd had his winning the race in beer stand, only completing 3 laps. Cody Odred has had his fun meter pegged.
78 back got into 57 as 57 got in the wall coming off at 3 or for 4.
24 to go.
These gentlemen have been racing like this since the drop of the green flag.
Oh boy, here we go.
But don't look now, there's the reigning series champion, Nathan Finnegan, taking his number 6 to the point.
And this is why he's the series champion. He's got some help from his friends in the form of the 227 car of Kyle Gilbert and the 69 car Hanover Fist. Here comes Ryan Petty trying to shoot the gap. He found a hole. He's going to think better of it.
Yeah, be back. There's the 21 car of Jacob Smith.
Wow, where did these guys come from?
Well, Ryan Patty has a spoiler on the back of his car now, so he can get some more downforce. Man, these cars look like they're racing at Martinsville at the moment, but we're going 3 wide. Woo! That was close.
Calm down, boys. Calm down.
We should have said that in lap 1.
I think we said it multiple times. Here we are, lap number 58. Sean Purcell back up to the front. Nathan Finnegan down low. You know, dogging the several drivers that race these cars on the regular. These guys don't draft like you would. You can't boat draft these cars. You have to keep some distance.
Yeah, you can't. About like bumping the ARCA, the Gen 4 cars. You cannot touch the car in front of you. You're going to spin them out.
Oh boy.
Oh, the 78, woo!
The 21 saves them.
Seems like every lap off of turn 4, something's happening.
That's where that, like you, what did you conference show? That's where that,
Oh, the 21's in the wall.
Save it.
Oh, he saved it.
Wow.
What a... Holy smokes, man. Right side's all beat up. 31 looks like he's been at Bristol for 500 laps.
As we have 20 laps to go. 21 laps to go. 20 laps to go. I want to thank everybody for making the Series of Media and the Icon Racing Cup Series.
What? Have somebody down there low.
Oh, that's a 227 car. It's Kyle Gilbert.
Oh, he's still fighting it. Do not know what happened.
We're about to find out what happened.
Yeah, he got in the wall, and typical of these 87s, he tries to get it. Looks like we have another.
Yellow flag is out.
Another.
Looks like Kevin Gunther showing here. The Lowe's car. Oh,
Ooh, that was the 30. Oh, he's right. Oh, he punted Ryan Patty into the catch fence.
Troy, you know a good chiropractor? Because Ryan Patty's going to need one.
Ow. Yeah, the.
Here we are, 20 laps to go. Nathan Finnegan is your race leader. As they wait on that Iracing.com pace car to get by them. Troy, we got 20 laps to go.
I don't know if I can handle it, Alan.
I mean, I'm out of breath too. Let's see who we can pick on. Oh, whoa. I think I have our next victim here. As the field's going to come down and get one last set of tires. Want to thank everybody for making Icon Cup Series. And whoa, hello Nathan, you can't do that.
Whoa. He's in his pick box, so.
Oh, I mean, he might have done that by design.
Had his fresh radial tires on, so.
And the race off pit road, and it looks like it's going to be Nathan Finnegan. Troy, I found our next victim. And we are going to bring up the driver of that number 78 car of Brian Smith. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope, we're not going to be able to do that. Okay.
Wow.
But what we can do, though, here's what we can do. Hanover, this is Alan and Troy up in the SRM booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, you got you.
Hey, look, man, you find yourself right now running in that third position in that number 69 car. What's it going to take to get this car out front and possibly win this race?
There is no charging to the front and defending. The guys behind get too good a run. I'm just going to try to maintain until like that last 2 laps, and then you have to go for it.
Absolutely. And so, you know, you've been in a couple incidents. These cars look pretty stout to drive and pretty hard to drive. What are you feeling inside that sim racing rig that you could give the viewers at home a perspective on what you're feeling?
I'm wrestling a wheel, I'm feathering the throttle, and I'm hanging on for dear life. That's the 87 with these tires.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we get you back out of here for a while to go, what is Hanover's favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
I told you, Alan. Yes, that's what I said.
Let's
Hanover.
chalk it up for two for Die Hard.
Ex-military, so it kind of that, at Christmas when you were in the service was no different, just guns around.
All right. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you after 18 laps.
I hope I can survive 18 laps so far. She's been holding well, but anything can happen. It's Daytona. It's in an old car. It's a bumpy track. It's Sunday night.
All right, man. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other end.
All right, thanks, guys.
And that was the voice of Hanover Fifth. That's two for
We
Die
need
Hard.
to we need to make a running tally of Christmas movies.
We will. And the Iracing.com pace car gives control of the field back to Nathan Finnegan and Sean Purcell. As they are Nathan Finnegan on the button, and we have 17 laps to go. Once we cross that start-finish line, we are back to green flag racing from Daytona.
Hanover said at the best, you got to survive here.
Look, oh! Oh,
Wow.
no. And we just invoked the broadcaster's curse.
Yep, on cue.
Oh, no.
I don't know if Nathan checked up or what, but the 69 got in the back of the 6. And then the rest is history.
There it is. That all says everything. Cautions breed cautions, Troy.
Yeah, they do. I mean, unfortunately, you're right.
What we're going to do is, since they're under caution once again for the time tonight, we're going to go ahead and step aside, take one more commercial break, and we'll be right back here on Sim Racing Radio. You won't miss a thing as we go side by side. Welcome back to Daytona with 14 laps to go. It's going to be a 13 lap to the sprint finish as we are live here at Daytona International Speedway. I'm Alan Bergen alongside me, Troy Thomas, all the way from Boone, North Carolina. Troy, it's been a great race up to this point as cars have been everywhere. Sean
Absolutely.
Purcell continues to lead this piece. And, you know, I got to tell you, man, you know, this is an exciting time of the year for me. Is in the real world, we got the 2024 version of the Gateway Dirt Nationals coming to the Dome at the American Center here in St. Louis, Missouri. That's going to be a fun one. You can catch all the action on Flow Racing. Then in January, we start the real life stuff all over again. And Troy, I don't know if you've heard the rumor mill, if you will. As we got Tiny Dog Racing shouting out Gunther, Purcell, Patty, and Finnegan and Ball. Sorry, Tiny Dog, we don't really do shout-outs. That was a shout-out. No, I'm just kidding. We do shout-outs. But if you've been paying attention to the past broadcasts here, we're going to be making our way down to Volusia County Speedway in Volusia, in DeLeon Springs, Florida, in January for the Sunshine Nationals. Yours truly will meet up with Angel Santiago while we're down there. So
You two are going to have a ball.
I'm just saying, you might be without a broadcast partner that week. As Sean Purcell and Anthony Teixeira brings them back down to Green Flag Racing through the tri-oval once again. We are back to green with 13 laps to go.
Jacob Smith and that torn up 21 car, they're running the second position.
Did you see the back end of that race car?
Look at it. Oh, not far behind him is the 78 of Brian Smith, too. So the 15 car just kissed the wall a little bit. The 78 looks on the inside going into turn 3.
These cars look like they've been through war. Back.
Look at
Oh. That just goes to show you, like, in the next gen cars or Gen 6 cars, you have that much damage. So yeah, as Brian Jacob Smith has a connection issue. But, you know, in the next gen cars, Gen 6 cars, that much damage, that would ruin your race here.
Yeah, you're done. Wasn't it Christopher Bell who won that plate race one time? Looked like his car is at Martinsville. I can't remember as the Busch Clash or whatever. Or
I think it's Denny Hamlin.
Was it Denny? Okay, I can't remember.
Or no, wait.
Oh, the 21 car's loose. Look at them hands inside. I do remember one car looking like it was a short track, not Daytona.
It might have been even Eric Jones.
It might have been. I can't remember.
Look, I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago or my last bowel movement.
Jacob Smith has got his hands full inside that car.
Tiny Dog Racing says Eric Jones. Thank you.
Eric Jones, thank you.
Here's the thing about YouTube. The YouTube.com live chat. If you're wrong, they will correct you.
Oh yeah. Thanks. I couldn't remember. I knew they was one. I just could not remember who it was.
Look, and a guy in his 50s and a guy in his early, late 30s. And like my memory gets shot. Whoa!
Oh, big wreck!
And
we have another flipper.
I can't give him an 8 on the landing.
He didn't land it. Well, if he drives it away though.
He's back on all fours. 10 laps to go. And that is Anthony Teixeira there in that number 15 car. Sean Purcell continues to lead this thing. And that is caution number 6. Now we know the things are getting cranked up to crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Want to thank everybody for joining us here in the YouTube.com live chat. Making us a part of your evening on your phones, on your tablets, at home in the car. I mean, even with the beat up race car, Jacob Smith is making it happen. So far, the biggest mover of the race is Sean Purcell.
11 positions.
I mean, I mean, these cars are already a handful, and then you add the back end damage that the 21 car of Jacob Smith has.
I couldn't even imagine how these cars are driving right now, especially the ones with the damage on them.
Well, we're going to have wholesale pit stops here. And that's pretty much going to allow Adam Ball to get back on the lead lap, if you will.
Yep, as he receives the lucky dog.
You know, they call it a lucky dog. Like Aaron sponsors the free pass.
Any driver that's left at the end of this race should be the lucky dog.
I couldn't agree more.
I mean, the way this race, the show they're put on, it's just been a heck of a show these gentlemen have been put on this winter series.
Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night as we bring you the Sunday Cup Racing League with Mike DeMoney and Liam Irvig. It's SCL, if you will. You know, we're pretty much back to a regular scheduled week here on Sim Racing Media, with a few surprises going to be up our sleeves here in the next coming weeks. So stay tuned. You know, there's some things in the works. Friday night we're going super speedway racing, and then next Saturday, Troy, I have a holiday work party. And I'm probably going to take $100 to put it all on black. So, I know that's what I'm going to say as I'm doing the walk of shame out to my car. So they blocked out my employer, my 9-to-5 employer, not Jonathan Leach, has blocked out a set of rooms at the famed River City Casino and Hotel in South St. Louis County, just on the edge of St. Louis City. But either way, so the rooms were like $189 a night, and then they wanted $10 for their amenity fees and taxes. I'm like, $210. I'll just drive home.
Oh yeah,
Cheaper.
no kidding.
It'd be cheaper, right?
Oh yeah.
So I went from, hey, I'm gonna get sauced up next Saturday to, I gotta drive, so that means I gotta be good and not drink anything, because it's cheaper to stumble back to my bedroom from the kitchen than it is to, and I'm against that anyways.
Oh, absolutely.
Some people just don't learn their lesson.
Nope, I'm with you 110% on that.
8 laps to go here as we get ready to come back to Green Flag Racing. Sean Purcell continues leading. Nathan Finnegan continues to run second. So we got a number of cars making their final pit stop. This would be the money stop, unless, well, we have another caution, which I don't see that happening.
Never say never.
So Troy, I got the Coastal Story leg lamp up at work. I just don't have it up here in the Tony Strapasso Memorial Studio because other guys might break it, and then I gotta go bury it in the backyard.
Yeah, well, there's some clumsy people up here from time to time, that's for sure.
I don't know where we find these people, but we find them.
Like they're everywhere.
8 laps to go. The iRacing.com pace car is going to get ready to make that hard left turn on the pit road. And he's going to give the field to Sean Purcell.
All alone on the outside.
I mean, yes. as we get ready to come back to Green Flag Racing. 7 laps to go. Let's keep it nice and straight, boys.
Nathan doesn't have. He's got damage from that previous wreck as well.
Nathan Finnegan, without a trunk lid. You know, you watch these old races and you're like, how is that ever safe? You know how many OSHA laws that we've broken so far?
Oh yeah, we'd been shut down on lap 20 after the first wreck.
Oh boy, I'm glad. Look, I'm glad that NASCAR is not regulated by OSHA.
Oh, they wouldn't be racing at all.
Well, here's a sight to behold. Here comes a number 14 car. That's Jacob Gladwell. Like, there's the drift man, the driftster.
The drifter.
The drift. I gotta start giving these guys nicknames. Goodlich.
He is on the move right now.
I mean, he's making it happen. He got a half a dozen laps to go. Coming down the back straightaway.
He's not on the lead lap.
Unfortunately, he's not. Hanover Fist would be your first car on the lead lap. And he's back there all by himself. Looks like Goodlich is going to get his lap back the hard way.
The good old-fashioned hard way, yep.
I mean, if it's worth having. Brian Smith showing crash. Let's see what happens. We got 5 flanges in the air, 5 laps to go. Let's rewind that. Be kind and rewind.
Old Blockbuster video days.
Hey, look, that was considered a you-know-what move if you didn't rewind the video.
Hey, I worked there for a little while.
How many videos did you rewind?
Oh, a bunch. A ton.
And,
Don't know net code or when they got close together or sucked the air off his car or because he's got no spoiler, so I don't know what happened. Just got loose and lost it.
No aerodynamics equals spinning out. 4 laps to go here as Sean Purcell has got this car figured out. And so does Nathan Finnegan. They're really going to make it a 3-car race. You don't see the 21 car there in 3rd.
Nope. So this is, oh!
There's the 21 car. As these guys are now single filed out. 3 laps to go here. 3 laps left in the race here today. To complete round 1 of the Icon Winter Mix Series, the Holiday Mixer.
Nathan is looking on the outside of the 04.
He's going to need a lot of help to get around that 04 of Sean Purcell.
He's got 2 cars behind him, pushing him down the backstretch, so maybe that'll be enough to help him.
3 laps left here to go. Getting ready to come to that turn 3-4 complex. And here we go. Popsicle sticks are in the air.
Ooh.
These guys are slicing and dicing for the lead. This is the most action on the racetrack. There's more action right here in this top 3 than there is at a Waffle House at 3 a.m. 2 laps to go. We got to make it around for 1 more for the race to be official. Down the back straightaway. 4 miles left to go here at Daytona. Right now it's a 2-car race. It's Nathan Finnegan, Sean Purcell, Jacob Smith back there in 3rd. He's all by himself. Hanover Fist is your last car lap down. As the Popsicle Sticks go down, the white flag comes out, and we are racing back to checkers.
There you go, Mr. Allen. Nope, you're right. White flag. White flag. Just see if he's paid attention.
He was testing me. Sean Purcell, 1 final time around his 2 miles super speedway. Nathan Finnegan, does he have anything for him? Sean Purcell got to make that car about 5 wide as they come down that back straightaway one more time.
Like a F1 car at Indianapolis Motor Speedways. Taking the draft.
And here he comes out of turn number 4 through the tri-oval. Give round 1 to Sean Purcell. Nathan Finnegan will finish second. Jacob Smith will finish third as we are awaiting him to cross the finish line. Here he comes down through the tri-oval, and there you go. There's your top 3. We're going to work on getting those guys up to the broadcast booth. At least to the waiting room.
What a race.
Go to the chopper.
These guys put on a heck of a show.
I mean, what a race that this has been. Hopefully this will work out for us. Maybe he'll get the hint and come up here to the broadcast booth. There's your race winner, Sean Purcell, burning it down. And Troy, we're going to let you talk to Sean.
Alright. Sean Purcell, this is Alan and Troy in the booth. You got us, bud?
I do.
Well, here we are talking to you again. What a race, man. Tell us how your race went.
Managed to keep it mostly clean while nobody else did, and that's all it took.
Yeah, you had probably one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest car on the racetrack here at the end, but what a way to start this little mini-series here in first position. I mean, you're doing your Alan Kowicki Polish victory lap, which is awesome at the moment.
Not quite.
Not quite, uh-oh. Well,
Damn. Not as exciting as the old EA NASCAR games.
No, it wasn't, but man, you survived that battle. I mean, this race was action-packed from the start to the finish, man. I mean, how did you survive it?
A lot of luck mainly, and just trying to keep a handle on the car. I wasn't burning the tires, so when wrecks did happen, I was able to, just do the little bit of movement I needed to avoid them without wrecking myself in the process, which is way too easy to do in these cars. As soon as you hit the brake and turn, you're dead.
Yeah, the cars are a handful, that's for sure. I mean, how are you at Chicagoland?
It's one of my favorite tracks. I don't think I've ever raced a Gen 4 there, so it should be interesting. But it's basically just a Xfinity car on steroids, and the Xfinity car is my favorite car. So I may be out of practice, but no, I don't feel too bad about it. I think I can save some tires there and carry some good speed. I don't know. I've definitely won a few races there before. Not in this league, but other leagues and officials. So, I'm feeling pretty confident.
Well, man, congratulations on the win. What a way to start this little holiday mixture series here at Icon. Before we let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Friends? Family?
Yeah. Shout out my fiance, Sam, and the Rockford Ice Hogs, and my brother who wasn't here tonight for some reason. My Chicagoland racing teammate, Kyle Purcell. So that's about it. Oh, and Ryan Patty and the other admins for putting this series on as a way to keep us busy in the holidays.
Man, congratulations. Go practice up from Chicagoland, and hopefully we can talk to you in the winner circle next week at Chicagoland.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
All right, and that's the voice of Sean Purcell, your race winner. And next up here in the broadcast booth will be Nathan Finnegan. Nathan, it's Alan and Troy up in the SRM booth. How's it going, bud?
Not too bad, guys. How you guys doing?
Well, you're wanting to finish one spot better, but way to keep the car under you with no spoiler, no deck lid. Take us through that race and what more you could have needed out of the car to maybe finish one spot better.
Yeah, I think the 6 URI Monte Carlo ultimately needed a whole pack of cars if we were gonna make anything happen there. I needed a bubble behind me. Once the 19 came up to our bumper racing for the Lucky Dog with the 4, it kind of helped us track position wise to be able to try to make a move. But yeah, just way too much damage on the machine to be able to hold the position once we got there. Once we were in free air, the thing was just a parachute. Hats off to the 04. Sean ran a really good race, kept the car clean, and ultimately I think that was the key in the end to winning this thing.
Absolutely. And well, now next week we go to Gym Tour Cars at Chicagoland. What's your thoughts as we head to Joliet, Illinois, in a different car? What's going to be your strategy to adapt quickly to the different style of race car?
Love the Gen 4 there. Honestly, I feel like the less downforce, increased horsepower just really benefits my driving style. More so than these. I don't really run the 87s too much, so definitely happy with a top 3 to podium finish for sure. And yeah, I mean the Gen 4 at Chicagoland, the intermediates, they just run really well there. Just an awesome combination, and it really benefits people who can save in the long run. And I feel like that's part of my strong suit, and yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
All right. Well, before we get you out of here, is there anybody you'd like to thank that helped get you here tonight?
Yeah, big shout out to you guys for doing the broadcast. Thank you for all you guys do. Big shout out to Icon Cup Series. Hope more people come check us out. Going to be following the IRL Cup schedule Sunday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern, the entire season, February through November. Big shout out to the CCR, ECR crew. Big shout out to my parents for tuning in and checking out the race, and my wife, Emily. Yeah, and just, again, thanks for everything you guys do. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, on that note, good. Congratulations on finishing P2, and we'll see you next week in Chicagoland.
Hey, appreciate it, guys.
And that there was the voice of Nathan Finnegan. And last but certainly not least, is we are going to try one more time to get our third place guy up here. And to no avail, we're going to go ahead and go over those final race results here. We're going to get rid of that. Get rid of this. Here we go. And we'll get rid of that. Adam Ball picking up the win. Or that's qualifying. Whoops. My bad. Sean Purcell picking up the win here tonight with Nathan Finnegan finishing second. Rounding out your podium would be Jacob Smith and that number 21 car. Hanover Fist will finish fourth. Rounding out your top 5 will be Adam Ball. Jacob Gudelich, the Driftmeister, will finish 6th. 7th, 8th, and 9th will go to Brian Smith, Anthony Teixeira, and Thomas Taylor. Rounding out your top 5 will be Kyle Gilbert. In the Chief Cook and Bottle Washer, Ryan Patty will finish in that 11th spot. Kevin Gunther will finish 12th. While Cody Eldred will park it on the hauler and have his fun meter pegged out early. And Eric Dodd will win the race to the beer stand. And that will round out your field. Troy, what a great race tonight. Final thoughts before we get out of here and head to Chicagoland.
Man, these guys put on a heck of a show tonight. Congratulations to our race winner, Sean Purcell, for bringing it home in one piece and had the cleanest car tonight. But there's so much action from the green flag to the checkered flag. I mean, these guys put on a heck of a show, and I cannot wait till next week at Chicagoland.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. And before we leave here, we're going to leave you with this. As you walk through the streets of life, please don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.